Today, we're going to talk about why it can feel so hard to do what needs to be done, even if it's something that you know you need to do, and especially when it's something that really is good for you, and how to make it easier to do it with a quick brain hack that you can use to change your state and prepare yourself for success in everything you do. You might have a goal or a plan or even a clear next step right in front of you and still struggle to find the energy to do it. You might already be on the right path and maybe you've even made some progress, but if you're stuck in an unproductive cycle, it's a lot like getting stuck in the mud. If your energy isn't lined up with what needs to be done, it can start to feel like you're just spinning your wheels, and that's probably not really going to get you anywhere until you take your foot off the gas and find a way to get some traction. And there's a good reason for that. And it relates very closely to what's happening in your head all the time. There's a concept in neuroscience called state-dependent behavior that says your brain automatically defaults to choosing the action that best matches your current emotional state. So if you're caught up in resistance or doubt or avoidance, it'll probably choose some form of delay or distraction without your conscious consent. And not because you're incapable, but because your state is driving your behavior, and it's definitely having an impact on your thinking. And most people try to solve this by forcing themselves into action when the threat or the consequences or the discomfort of inaction gets more uncomfortable than doing what needs to be done. But generally speaking, force creates more resistance, and the energy that you're looking for isn't force. It's the power that comes with preparation and practice. And you can practice preparing for taking meaningful action by intentionally changing your state. Your system is built to repeat what feels familiar. So if a goal is connected to pressure or fear or self-doubt, your brain will keep trying to move you away from it. But if you change the emotional association, if you create a sense of ownership and curiosity and even excitement, your behavior naturally starts to change, pulling you closer to your goals like a magnet. And we've been working with these physical anchor points as reminders to change your thinking on purpose. And this is an anchor point that you can apply as a reminder to change your state on demand. Now, I need you to know that this isn't pretending. Practice and pretending are not the same thing. You're not forcing a new feeling. You're studying what's already there and setting yourself a reminder to find a feeling that matches the energy of the end goal. So hold out your little finger and consider the emotion that's holding you back right now. This is any feeling that's standing in your way, anything with a negative spin that keeps you stuck in underestimating yourself or playing it small. And the resistance or hesitancy that you find there can almost always be tracked back to at least one seemingly negative emotion, and very often to something that you might consider a flaw in yourself. And this is the time to admit it. Name it out loud or just in your head and take a breath here to consider the good feeling that you're actually looking for. And that's almost always the feeling that you might imagine having when you reach your goal. It might just be the relief of completing the task, but more powerful emotions include feeling confident or responsible or capable and successful and excited to live in a world where you've already proven to yourself that you can do whatever needs to be done without having to force yourself to do it. Keeping your attention on transforming this seemingly negative emotion, whatever it is, taking as many breaths as you need to name it. And the next step is to change it. And the easiest way I know to help you remember this gesture is just to tell whatever's holding you back where to go. And in yoga, this is what we call Rudra Mudra. And in the story behind it, the warrior Rudra was an archer with an absolutely tenacious and fierce determination to complete any task that came from his master. This is the finger that points to the part of you that knows what to do. And you'll remember it when you need to tell all those feelings that have been keeping you small what to do, making sure that you keep the little finger extended to make sure that it's not too rude. Because for us, this doesn't represent anything angry or shameful. It's just a signal that says you're entirely ready to let go of everything in you that's been holding you back. It's a reminder to create some traction before you step on the gas and opening your mind to the idea that you can tap into that energy that comes from the more elevated part of you. There really is this part of you that knows how to conjure the emotions that best match what's best for you. It knows how your brain works, and it knows that feeling different will help you change your thinking. And if you practice doing that on purpose, it absolutely will help you get prepared for doing what needs to be done with the right energy. And you can go back to the exercise for naming your emotions in the Brain Training 101 video, and you can practice with the 1-minute meditation to set the reminder to check your attitude. Practice checking in with what you're feeling and changing your state when it's hard to get motivated. That's part of the preparation phase for any big picture plan. Instead of pushing past it, you tap into a new state that supports the action that you want to take. And when that energy changes, when you get that energetic shift, your thinking gets clearer and the next step feels not just necessary or possible, but inspired. This is how you prepare your system, choosing to do the next right thing with the right kind of energy, not by force, but with the power that comes from moving into agreement with this new direction for your life. Even if it's just completing the next item on your task list with a new attitude, this is how you grow the energy that takes you where you really want to go.